Hey guys, today we're going to do a video on taking care of your wood handles. So, I got here a little ball peen hammer, and what you need to do to it is get some sandpaper and rub it all over there, and then put boiled linseed oil and beeswax if you have it, and you put it all over it. And by winter time, because you've been using it all summer, and by the winter time, it should be, you put that on in the fall, and it seals it all, and it won't crack in the winter time. So, I got here some 80 grit, 120 grit, and 220 grit, and that's what we're going to rub it down with. So, first thing, do the 80 grit. You just wipe it all down. You don't need to get every inch of this, but try to get the most of it. Just rub it down really good here. There you go. So now we'll do the handle. And when you're doing linseed oil, I recommend the boiled linseed oil, because regular linseed oil, it takes way longer to dry on the handle, and I don't like that because I'm using my tools a lot. So I prefer the regular linseed oil. And so I got that, so I'll go on to the 120 grit, and I get it. So I get this, and I get it all over this place. With the 120 grit, and you just get all over if you can, and then go to the 220, and get it all over in there. Okay, so now that we got that, what we'll do is get our boiled linseed oil and put like just a little bit on your fingers, and you better roll up your sleeves, because if you get it on your sleeves, it's really hard to get off. So you roll up your sleeve and get a little bit out of your can, maybe. There you go. Get a little bit out of your can and just rub all over here. Okay, and get it all over, and it makes your handle look pretty good. Actually, I kind of like the look of it. Then you put it all over here, and you can put a few coats, is what I do, because it wears off. It doesn't wear off as fast. And you put on a few coats here. Just wipe it all over with your hands, and the warmth of your hands will make it go into the pores of that wood. And if it goes in there, it won't let your wood crack. Alright, now that we got that, we're gonna let this set overnight. Is what I recommend. It's still a little bit tacky in the morning, but if you use it for just like a few minutes, it'll go away. Okay, now that you got that done, get a little bit and you put it right on the eye of your hammer, and it goes down in there, and it makes it so it doesn't loosen your eye. And when it loosens, you don't really want that to happen. So you just get a little dab of it, and you put it on the top, like so. Okay, and then put it on here, and then put it around the neck of your hammer, and then go over your bottom and put a little bit on the butt of your hammer here. Alright, now what I do, since we put some on the eye of the hammer, kind of got all over the head, and it just gets all dirty, and it's no fun. So I just get my rag, and I go all over the handle with your rag, and your handle will stay good for the winter and all summer until next fall when you get all your tools out. You're good. Alright, so I got the hammer. Now I'm gonna do my axe handle. So do basically the same thing. So I got my axe here. And I'm just gonna get some of my sandpaper. Wherever it went. There it is. Get some of my sandpaper. And I've already done this like 4 or 5 times. This handle's lasted me a really long time. So I just go over it with the 120 and the 220 and just slightly go over it. And when you get brand new axe handles or shovel handles, there's always this varnish in there, and you want to take that off with your pocket knife or something like that, and take that off, and don't scratch up your handle, because it just makes, if you use it a lot, it just makes it not as fun to use. And so you get this all kind of situated here, and you get the end. And we're going to basically do the same thing like we did to the hammer handle, but we're going to just do it we're going to do a little bit more of it. So, I get your 120, your 220, go over that really lightly because you really don't need it that hard. And you just go over it. Alright, so now, take your sheath off. And put a little bit of boiled linseed oil in the eye, just like the same thing. And you just put it right here. And some people put it on their heads and then put it on their heads of their tools. And I really don't like that, because when it just gets all over and it doesn't, I just usually do it on the side that you put down, and it doesn't. They say it won't let your handle rust, but I don't do it because I really don't like having that stuff all over my axe head. So do that, and you do the same thing with the shovel handle, but you just can't put it in your eye. So you just put it on the end, the butt end of your shovel handle, and you should be done. And this goes for any kind of handle that you have around your shop. Okay, so you get all that, and then you get some more here. There you go. Get some more. Put it all over this thing. And then by the next morning, you'll be able to use it. And this handle, when I had it, I used it for years and years with the varnish still on it. And that was a big mistake, because you get blisters and makes your hands start to crack. So always, always, always either get your knife or something like that and just strip that varnish off. Because it's no fun to have blisters all the time when you're working, and it just makes working not as fun. So get all that, wipe it in there, and get the pole end of your axe. There we go. And that is how you take care of your wood-handled tools. And if you don't do this, it's just it just ruins the handle, and it gives you splinters, and it's costs way more money because handles aren't very cheap. You just wipe it in and you're done. And then if you have a leather axe sheath, to take care of that, you put Obanofs on there, and it just makes it last way longer. Okay? Alright, so that's the end of this video, and stay tuned for the next video I do. And please rate, comment, and subscribe.